morning, dear students, and welcome to today's session. In this particular session, we are going to continue with our discussion of the play The Merchant of Venice, and we are going to discuss Act 2, Scene 2 from line number 121 to line number 180. So, before we begin with today's class, let us recapitulate the previous day's lesson. So we did till that particular point where Launcelot tells his father Old Gobbo that as far as he is concerned, he has made up his mind to run away from the service of Shylock and not to rest until he has covered some distance. And he also gives forth a reason for leaving the service here. He says that his master is a Jew, and during those days, Jew was taken as a synonym for being cruel-hearted, for miserly in nature, and Launcelot was famished in the service of Shylock. He was starved while serving Shylock, and he had grown so thin that anyone can easily count all his ribs just by feeling them with his finger. So, and he also expresses his desire to join the service of a young Christian master named as Bassanio, whom he considers to be a kind young gentleman and who gives rare uniforms to his servants. And he tells his father that if he is not able to serve Bassanio, then he will run as far away as the limit of God's earth. And he does not want to serve Shylock anymore because he strongly feels that if he serves a Jew, he himself may turn out to be a Jew. So we have done till here, and we will be proceeding from this particular part. So just after this part, Bassanio with Leonardo and other followers enter onto the stage. Bassanio says, "You may do so, but let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 of the clock. See these letters delivered, but put the liver is to making, and desire Gratiano to come anon to my lodging." So here Bassanio is instructing his servant to carry out some tasks. Already we know that Bassanio was going to Belmont, so his bags and baggages had to be packed, and he tells the servant, he gives him some tasks and tells him that the tasks must be carried out in haste because hardly he had any time. He instructs the servant that the supper, the dinner, to be ready latest by 5 o'clock, and he also gives some letters to the servant and asks him to deliver those letters. And he also asks the servant to arrange for the uniforms that were to be made, and he tells his servant to inform Gratiano to come to his room to meet with him at once because he wanted to have a word with Gratiano. So taking these instructions of Bassanio, the servant exits, and Launcelot and Old Gobbo, who were present, that they saw Bassanio coming towards them. So Launcelot tells his father, "To him, father," pointing to Bassanio. Okay, "to him, father." Then Old Gobbo, when he meets with Bassanio, "God bless your worship." Okay, this is a respectable form of addressing someone. So he addresses Bassanio as sir. And Bassanio also, like a true gentleman, replies the greeting of the old man by an exclamation denoting thanks. Bassanio says, "Grey mercy." Now this gramercy is a French word. It is derived from the French word combination of two words, that is grand mercy, which means thanking someone, okay, an exclamation denoting thanks. So wouldst thou aught with me? Bassanio inquires of old Gobbo that does he have anything to say. Then old Gobbo, introducing his son Launcelot Gobbo, he says, here is my son, sir, a poor boy. So you see how he introduces his son Launcelot Gobbo. So drawing forward his son Launcelot, old Gobbo says, here is my son, sir, a poor boy. But before he could say something more, Launcelot interrupts, he jumps into the conversation and he contradicts his father. He says, not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jews man. That would, sir, as my father shall specify. Okay. So Launcelot introduces himself that he is not a poor boy, but he is the servant of the rich Jew, that is Shylock, which his father shall specify. Actually, here specify means testify. And here there was nothing to testify. Actually, what Launcelot meant to say is that he is the servant of the rich Jew, that is Shylock, and this fact would be stated by his father. His father would explain this fact. But instead of saying that, he deliberately makes use of the word specify, which means testify, and this creates a comic effect and completely changes the context of the sentence. So here what we need to take note of, that here begins a sequence of misusing words both by old Gobbo and Launcelot Gobbo, which no doubt provides some amusement to the readers of the audience. Now old Gobbo, what he says, he hath a great infection, sir, as one would say to sir. So here you see infection. Infection means, was Launcelot infected by a disease? Obviously not. So the word infection here is used wrongly by old Gobbo, and this is done deliberately just to create that comic effect. The word that should have been used here is affection. So similar sounding words are used. Instead of saying affection, old Gobbo uses infection, and when you speak in such a way to someone, the other person would be completely surprised that how serving someone can be an infection. So Bassanio is unable to understand anything. The way both father and son are speaking to him by using wrong words or by misusing words in wrong places, which completely changes the context of the sentence, that bewilders Bassanio, and Bassanio is really a bit confused. So here actually what old Gobbo means to say is that his son Launcelot Gobbo has a desire to serve, okay, and to serve he is again not allowed to complete the sentence. Launcelot interrupts. Okay, but instead of using that word desire or affection, old Gobbo uses the word infection. Then Launcelot says, indeed, the short and the long is, I serve the Jew and have a desire as my father shall specify. Okay. Shall specify, again specify, testify. As he means to say, as my father shall explain to you. But instead of using that word explain, he uses the word specify, which again is a use of misusing words. And here Launcelot Gobbo informs Bassanio that he is a servant to the Jew and he has a desire. Okay. And what is his desire? That he does not tell. He says that his desire will be specified by his father, will be explained by his father. You see, his father was going to tell Bassanio that, sir, he has a desire to serve, but he is not allowed to complete the sentence. Lancelot interrupts and says that he serves the Jew and he has a desire, and then again he does not say anything about his desire. Rather, instead he says that his father would explain his desire. And what is more interesting here is also to note the proverb that is used by Lancelot. Lancelot says, the short and the long is. Okay. The short and the long. Actual idiom is the long and the short. The actual idiom is the long and the short, which means that all that he needs to say, all that a person needs to say. But instead of making use of the actual idiom, the long and the short, Lancelot Gobbo deliberately reverses the word short and long in the idiom for comic effect. For comic effect. Then old Gobbo says, his master and he, saving your worship's reverence, are scare cater cousins. Cater cousins, care means hardly, cater cousins means hardly close friends. Hardly close friends. So old Gobbo says that his master and he, that is Shylock and Lancelot, they hardly go well with each other. They are hardly close to each other. Okay. Then Lancelot, to be brief, the very truth is that the Jew having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father being, I hope, an old man, shall fructify unto you. So in very brief, he says that in brief what he means to say, the truth is that the Jew has treated Lancelot in a very wrong way. He has starved Lancelot used to starve in his service, and he has caused him much harm, and these facts will be told by his father to Bassanio. But instead of saying that it would be explained by old Gobbo, he uses the word fructify. Fructify means to bear fruit, as if old Gobbo was a tree and he was going to bear fruits. Okay. So the word here, fructify, is used wrongly in the place of notify. Then old Gobbo, I have here a dish of doves that I would bestow upon your worship, and my suit is. Now see, old Gobbo had come with a basket in his hand, and in that basket he had a present of doves for eating. That is the reason why he says a dish of doves. A dish of doves. Now you see, he did not have a dish. Dish means what? Which is already cooked. In that basket there were doves, and those doves were to be used for the purpose of eating. So instead of saying that I have brought a pair of doves for you as a present, he says that I have brought a dish of doves for you. Okay, that he would like to give to Bassanio, and then immediately after that he says, and my suit is. Here my suit means request. Okay. So it appears that when you give a gift to someone and then immediately after that you say, my request is, or I want you to do this for me, then that gift which you have given no longer remains a gift. Instead, it becomes a bribe. It appears as if old Gobbo is trying to give a kind of bribe to persuade Bassanio to grant his request or to take his son into his service. Then Lancelot, in very brief, the suit is impertinent to myself, as your worship shall know by this honest old man, and though I say it, though old man, yet poor man, my father. He says in very brief, the suit is impertinent. The suit is impertinent. Actually, the word here should be pertinent. Pertinent means the request of the old man, the request of old Gobbo is relevant to Lancelot. Okay. So is pertinent to myself. Instead of using that word pertinent, he uses the word impertinent. That means, which means irrelevant, and it completely changes the context of the meaning. And he says that he will come to know about it by his honest father, who is an honest old man, and though he calls him an honest old man, he is a poor man. Okay, so although it is that Lancelot is his son who says that he is his father, though his father is old and poor. Then Bassanio was unable to tolerate this nonsense of old Gobbo and Lancelot Gobbo any further. He was unable to grasp anything from the conversation that was going on. And that is the reason why Bassanio was compelled to say, that one speak for both, what would you? He says, he requests them, that only one speak for both. Instead of both of you trying to speak and rather making the whole matter confusing, Bassanio tells them that one speak for both and tell what exactly you desire. Then Lancelot says, serve you, sir. He wants to serve Bassanio. Then old Gobbo says, that is the very defect of the matter, sir. Defect. Okay. Actually, he meant to say that that is the very effect of the matter, means that is the conclusion, or that is all they wanted to say. But instead of using the word effect, he uses the word defect. Then Bassanio, I know thee well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. Shylock thy master spoke with me this day, and hath preferred thee. If it is preferment to leave a rich Jew's service, to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. So Bassanio here informs that he is aware of the fact, and he knows Lancelot very well, and he tells Lancelot that his request is granted. So Bassanio is willing to take Lancelot into his service, and he tells Lancelot that Shylock had spoken to Bassanio about Lancelot that particular day itself, and Shylock wanted Lancelot to join the service of Bassanio. Now, why Shylock wanted to join the service of Bassanio? Lancelot to join the service of Bassanio? Because he considered Lancelot to be a snail's slave, who is snail slow in profit, who is huge feeder, and who sleeps all day. So, if Lancelot joins the service of Bassanio, he would only help Bassanio in squandering his wealth, in wasting away his wealth. So Bassanio tells Lancelot that if Lancelot considers that leaving a rich Jew's service and joining a poor gentleman's service is a promotion for him, then he is most welcome to join the service of Bassanio. Then Lancelot speaks the wise words. He says, the old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you. Sir, you have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough. So here Lancelot refers to the old proverb. What is the old proverb? The old proverb is, the grace of God is gear enough. The grace of God is possession enough for any man. So all that a man needs in his life is that he must enjoy the blessing of God. So when we enjoy the blessing of God, we lead a happy and contented life. So if a man is blessed by God, he has all that he needs to achieve salvation. And Bassanio, according to Lancelot, being a Christian, enjoys the grace of God. And Shylock, who is a Jew, he does not enjoy the grace of God. He never thinks of doing anything kind that could pave his path to heaven. Instead, Shylock has enough of worldly possessions, but he has no grace of God. And that is how this old proverb differentiates between Shylock, who is Lancelot's old master, and Bassanio, who is Lancelot's new master. Now Bassanio is very pleased with the remark made by Lancelot, and he says, "Thou speakest it well. Go, father, with thy son, take leave of thy old master, and inquire my lodging out." So he tells to Launcelot that Launcelot really speaks well. He tells old Gobbo to go with his son, to meet with his old master, to take his leave, and then find out the way to Bassanio's house, and he is willing to take Launcelot into his service. And he says, give him a livery to his followers, to his servants. He instructs that give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it done. So he instructs his servants that Launcelot should be provided with an uniform. Livery here means uniform with a costume that is more guarded, that is more braided than compared to other servants. So Launcelot was to get an uniform which has more ornamental stripes on it than the other servants. So this is a clear indication that Bassanio is going to employ Launcelot as his jester. As his jester means as his clown. Okay, so during Elizabethan times there used to be clowns, fools, who used to wear multicolored costumes. So Launcelot is also going to get a similar type of costume, which indicates that he would be employed by Bassanio as a jester. So today we do till here. In the next class we will be continuing, and we will be continuing from here in the Google Meet class. Thank you for watching and stay blessed.